Hi, welcome to my next video on Azure fundamentals under the topic section containers, Dockers, and ACIs. IC stands for Azure Container Instances. Here we are going to see 20 questions within 20 minutes time frame, and I will be providing answers and explanations for all those 20 questions. If you are new to this section that is related to containers, Dockers, and Azure Container Instances, better to use my another learning video related to containers, Docker, and Azure Container Instances. I will be providing the link in the description. Please make use of them to get to know more about containers, Docker, and Azure containers. If you prepare well using this video, it will be easy to get into the question, answer, and explanations. The first question: which service allow customers to deploy a web application or service? Is it app service or virtual service, container instances, Kubernetes service, or all of the above? The question is related to how will you deploy a web application and service using any of these five stated? The right answer for this question is all the above. The reason is app service is used to directly deploy a web application it into cloud. Using VM, you can also deploy a web application. Using container instances, with the help of Docker, you can deploy a web application. Kubernetes also uh, performs a similar operation. And so all the above services helpful to you to deploy web application it into the cloud. Next question, which services allow customer to deploy containerized solution using highly customizable and scalable orchestration platform? You need to be very careful in terms of the wordings of this question. It's slightly differ from the previous question. The ask is highly customizable and scalable orchestration platform. App service or virtual machine or container instances or Kubernetes service or all of the above. App service is one-on-one mapping of deploying the application into the cloud. VMs, you can put put the image therein and make the application running it using the guest OS. Container instances, you can do that, but the scalability will be one of an issue. And so Kubernetes service is the right answer for this question. That's item number 4. See, this Kubernetes is an open source container orchestration platform for automating application deployment, scaling, and management. As such, the Kubernetes service is the right choice here. Next question, cluster management for VMs that run containerized service is called as Azure Function, Azure Kubernetes, Azure Scale Set, Azure Service Fabric. Look at these are the different services available, out of which is used for cluster management of VMs is a question. The right answer for the question is Azure Kubernetes. Let's see the reason. Azure Kubernetes Service, otherwise called as AKS, is a fully managed service provided by Microsoft Azure for deploying, scaling, and managing containerized application using Kubernetes. It's an open source container and an orchestration system that will be very helpful for cluster management. Next question. The compute options given you different level of control over the configuration environment in which your application runs. Which of the following lists the compute options of your control from most control to least control? Okay, from most control to least control in the descending order. You have to choose the option between these three. Serverless computing, containers, VMs. Containers, serverless computing, VMs. VMs, containers, serverless computing. The right answer for this question is VMs comes first, containers is the next, and serverless computing is the last one. That is that you have the least control on that. And so here the right answer for this question is option C. Next question. Container image is made up of application binaries, app data, application libraries, application configuration files. You need to choose any of these four options. The right answer for this question is all the above. The container images are made up of application binaries, app data, application libraries, application configuration files, making it self-contained and run on a host operating system. And so option D is the correct answer. Next question. Containers provided a lower level of isolation and security. Is it true or false? The right answer for the question is true. Let's see the answer. Containers provided containers provided more lightweight and efficient way to isolate application, but with a low level of isolation and security. If you are trying to compare containers with the VMs, VM is far better compared to containers in terms of isolation and security. So you please take note of this point. Next question. An orchestration software used by container is called as virtualization software or containerization software. The right answer for this question is containerization software. In case of VM, it is virtualization software like a hypervisor. So the right answer for this question is option B. Next question. Containers emulate host operating system. Is it true or false? The right answer for the question is true. That is option A. Containers emulate the host OS, whereas the VM emulates the host hardware. Next question. Between VMs and the containers, which require less development effort? Is it VM or container, or both require same amount of effort? The right answer for this question is containers. Let's see the reason. Containers requires less development effort since it uses host OS and most of the items such as app binaries, app data, configuration, and application libraries are bundled together, so it consumes less amount of effort. Next question. Which among the following is preferred option for more compute and storage requirement? Is it VMs or containers, or both require same amount of effort? The right answer for this question is VMs. Let's see the reason. More compute and storage requirements. The first preference is for VMs, where you can decide on the RAM storage requirement that can be customized based on the requirement. And so VMs are the right answer. Next question. Virtualization software in VMs are replaced with the Dash in container. Is it hypervisor or container runtime or containerizer? The right answer for this question is a container runtime. This container runtime is is the one used in the container images for the containerization process. And so container runtime is the right answer. True or false? Containers takes less time to boot. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true, because application specific binaries and libraries of containers run on the host kernel, which makes the processing and the execution very fast. Since it uses the host operating system directly, which will be already booted up and made it available for containers to start work. And so the right answer for this question is option A. Next question. True or false? Containers are lightweight as compared to virtual machine. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. Containers share the host OS, and once the host OS is booted, containers are ready to go, and there is no guest OS concept in the containers. And so they are fast and lightweight. And so true is the right answer. Next question. True or false? VMs require less time to build and deploy as compared to containers. The right answer for this question is false. Let's see the reason. We are choosing no as an answer because VM take more time to build and deploy compared to containers. Say for example, new build And you should have to choose the right operating system for which your application going to run among the multiple guest OS available. And then you have to separate the libraries, and the image file will be very heavy, and so it is taking more time to build and deploy compared to containers. Next question. Dash is a fully managed service provided by Amazon Web Services (AWS) that makes it easy to run, scale, and manage containerized application and microservices on AWS. Is it AKS or ECS or Docker or Kubernetes? The right answer for this question is ECS. Amazon ECS is a fully managed service provided by Amazon Web Services that makes it easy to run, scale, and manage containerized application and microservices on AWS. Next question. Docker file is a binary file, text file, or an executable. The right answer for this question is text file. A Docker file is a script that contains instruction for building Docker image. It's a text file that contain commands needed to assemble an image. Next question, true or false? A Docker image is not a runtime. The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. A Docker image is not a runtime. It is rather a collection of file, library, and configuration file that build up an environment. Next question, true or false? Containers can be useful when you need to operate multiple applications from the same OS without using multi-OS scenario. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. Containers share host OS, and once host OS is booted, containers are ready to go, and there is no guest OS concept in containers. With that, all ops will use the same host OS. Next question, true or false? Containerization is more efficient because there is no guest OS. Is it true or false? The right answer for this question is true. Let's see the reason. Containerization is more efficient because there is no guest OS concept, and containers uses host operating system and share relevant libraries and resources as and when needed, unlike virtual machines. And so true is the right answer. Next question, select the right answer. More development effort is required for virtual machines or containers. The right answer for this question is virtual machines. Since VM has a guest OS and runs over hypervisor, more development is required for building VMs. And you need to take care of the guest OS configuration as well as the hypervisor related configuration while developing images for VM. And so more development effort is required for building virtual machines. With that, I end up today's topic on containers, Dockers, and Azure Container Instances. I hope this video is helpful to you for your interview and exam preparations. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell button, and you will be notified whenever I upload a new video on this topic. And as usual, this is not the end of the session. We will be continuing with the same topic tomorrow also, with the same set of 20 different questions in 20 minutes time frame with answers and explanation. Till then, stay safe and bye now.